What's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Cardi B, will somebody take Cardi's phone away from her? Cardi B. Okay, as y'all know, she ain't putting out an album. At the end of the day, I'm sure it'll come out in 2025. I don't understand who thought Cardi, being heavily pregnant in 2024, was really going to put out an album. She was heavily pregnant. She had a baby. Offset acted a fool, embarrassed her. And there were rumors from preying them that Offset had gotten a girl in Atlanta was preggo also at the same time. They were going back and forth. I pretty much knew, unless she was working on a Lemonade album, that a new album wasn't coming out in 2024. Cardi was supposed to perform at a festival. Then she put herself in the hospital temporarily. Then she was out at Fashion Week doing her thing. It was all a jumbled mess, but we put it up to the fact of you breaking up with Offset. He seemed like a little demon. You going through some things. So what is Cardi doing now that even has me scratching my head? Y'all, why is Cardi posting receipts and contracts to prove that she got money? If you guys don't know what happened, I'm playing the video on loop right now. Cardi was on her Instagram account promoting Shein. Okay, at the end of the day, Cardi hasn't dropped an album in 7 years. Of course, she needs to become an influencer. This isn't even shade. How else is she going to earn money? We see Offset is playing dirty, and he actually might want money from Cardi. She got to find a way to cover the divorce. So she's promoting Shein. Okay, she must have paid her a grip. Do you think she's out in Fashion Week for free? Everybody that she's putting clothes on for Fashion Week, I'm sure, is paying her too. Her whip shots. Is she the owner, or is it like a Khloe Kardashian Good American thing where she is like the face of it, but she's not actually the owner? And everybody's going crazy because she's advertising Shein. To which I'm like, y'all, how do you think Cardi is paying her bills? By using her fan base that she argues with and sometimes curses out to sell things. Like, she has not made an album in 7 years. Why is this so surprising? How else is she supposed to support herself? Okay, so here's where things get weird. Because if it was Cardi, I would have been like, and okay, I'm an influencer now until the album come out. What's wrong with being an influencer, right? But I guess that's not enough because Cardi B now needs for people to know that she got money. Again, why are y'all getting mad at Shein? She literally the day before put up 2 posts and a story advertising a glorified Glade plugin. Again, there's no shame in getting brand deals, and she should be using her fan base to actually promote products and bring money into the house. But this is where things got weird. And this is where I just had to shake my head and be like, what the hell is Cardi doing? Right? So people started mocking her and calling her a broke, failed rapper that turned into a low budget influencer. Again, that was funny and that was a drag, but we all know that Shein probably paid Cardi millions of dollars for that post. And a lot of people were trying to get those coats she was driving. The first one was cute. The second one looked like pure D plastic. Get out of here. But if it's Shein, maybe it only costs $20. I find it odd that she's also promoting Shein and Shein with the whole you know what? Let's just move on. Cardi posted these treats, right? Um, 1 million a show, 7 festival shows offer 1.5 million per festival. Did you decide on a tour deal? Now, let me just say this, right? Because what year did she post this from? Because let me just ask my little thing. When was the last year that Cardi B performed at a festival? And before that, what was the year before that? Because you're posting these receipts that you were offered $1.5 million to star in for each festival show. And they said that you decided on a tour deal. I see what they offered you, but the last time the music performance, she was at 2024 One Music Fest in Atlanta. Okay. Before that, the last festival she was in was in 2019 at Austin City Limits Festival. She performed at other festivals, including Rolling Loud and Made in America. There is a 5-year gap that highlights her limited participation in festivals recently as she focused on other projects. So even these screenshots she's posting, Cardi, what are you doing? So she's posting all this saying 1 million show festival, Then she's showing Bella Kiss saying that she got wired 200,000 for this, 200,000 by that. She's showing how much she gets paid, 200,000, 65,000, right? She's apparently tired of the internet claiming she's broke. After her Twitter spaces, she dropped a few receipts showing the money spent on a few of her luxury goodies. She's now worth an apparent 80 million. But if you are worth 80 million and you're calling everybody broke, why are you doing Shein anyway, right? So it's unclear who called her broke, but she has a few points to prove. She also challenged influencers, right? She also challenged influencers to actually post their receipt, not influencer. She challenged other artists to post their receipts about how much they're getting paid. To which I will say this: who cares? Like, I don't understand if Cardi's doing this just for engagement or she really believes it. If you got 80 million in your account, what are you worried about what everybody else says? Why does it matter that people have to bow down and know you got money? If you really got money like that, I mean, I don't know. I don't got 80 million. I would think if I did, I would stop worrying about that. But also, more importantly, right? This got me thinking about, why aren't you challenging other influencers? Just like she did that weird Instagram live when she's like, whoever, when she felt, I know she felt embarrassed for her album not coming out in 2024, even though she has no reason to feel embarrassed because you had a baby in your stomach. Somebody would be dumb to think you were going to drop an album while you were giving birth and raising a newborn. Take care of your family. But my whole point of the matter is, it started to get me to think, right? Um, she did a live where she's like, yeah, and everybody got to the end of the year to apologize to me because if they don't apologize, it's on. Girl, you got 3 kids and you literally trying to still start rap beat. And not saying that you can't do blah blah blah, but at the end of the day, you didn't drop your album. So like now you trying to create buzz by threatening people over the internet that you gonna put who in a diss song. Everybody that you got beef with, we know because you on Twitter spaces talking trash about them. On top of that, it made me realize, I think I figured out what Cardi's doing. Y'all probably already figured it out, but I'm gonna do this. See, Cardi had a mega hit. Mega hit. What was it? 70 times platinum, titanium hit with, the Bodak Yell and all the stuff. And I think she kind of got performance anxiety from that, which is normal. Okay. Everything Cardi's saying, everybody talks about what happens when you fail a lot, but not that many people talk about what is on the other side of success. When you get more success than you ever imagined, you get performance anxiety because maybe you get imposter syndrome, which is a really real thing. Cardi shouldn't have that. She's talented, right? Then she was in my opinion, a mentally abusive relationship. Nobody gets cheated on that much, crashes out that much, be with a man like that, and it isn't some type of poison planted in your head, right? You have children too, you have to show up for, okay? They need you present. Yes, you have people hating on you, but think about it. In that span, every year that you didn't drop, you I get it. The anxiety kept going because now you have the album after 3, 4, 5, 6, you have to have something. But also from a logistical standpoint, right? Or a business standpoint, you can command top dollar because right now you're still coasting off of that monumental hit. You are the recording artist Cardi B that happens to be selling air freshener, that happens to be selling Shein, that happens to be selling whip shots. And hear me out, there's no shame and selling stuff. Like, I don't understand why people thought that was a drag. There's no shame. She paid her buku money. But the point I'm trying to say is, so you have that with the success. And when you go to Paris Fashion Week, you are the recording artist, Cardi. So you have to keep promising an album because that's what your whole identity is tied for. That's what people are paying you up to show up for. And the myth that you would actually, Rihanna went through the same thing with Auntie. The only thing is Rihanna got out so early, she started selling perfume and makeup and this and that. And I think that Cardi is selling her own Fenty Beauty so she can chill and enjoy her life and not be on the road and do things stressful like creating an album, especially when your whole brand is beefing with people. Nobody really wants that energy to come into their home every single night. I would think Cardi doesn't. So you're at a point now where you can't completely step away from rap, even though you have big performance anxiety. And another thing is, if you drop your second album and your second album does pits, the price that these people will pay you to show up and be an influencer goes down by half, a third, two-thirds. Because all of a sudden your asking price, which was based off of I'm a 7-time titanium platinum, that goes down too. Again, it's just a thought, but I think at this point, I think she's worried about dropping because if the album isn't a breakout success, that will, at the end of the day, hurt how much she can actually command to show up and host and do this and do that and be an influencer. At least that's my guess. I really don't know what's going on. Hopefully Cardi puts her album out in 2025, but even if she doesn't, I mean, what's the shame in just going into just being a celebrity, being a person, being a host, being whatever, like we all get to evolve. And I think as soon as Cardi lets go of who she wants to be or people expect her to be and to actually feed into who she is, I think she'll be a lot happier. Anyway, that's just my advice. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.